Hello and welcome back to some more Riichi Mahjong. We're going to play Silver Room 4-player East today. A little shorter game to balance out the video length. Last video, an hour-long video. Unbelievable. The first I've ever put out. 5 dealer repeats. It was a slog fest. And we came in third. Unfortunate, our third place in a row. We're going to try to get the winning streak back and run it again. At full speed ahead. We got to keep increasing our rank. We're still Adept 1. I feel like I need to get out of at least Adept 1 to Adept 2. Just put me in the middle, you know? Get me halfway there. Expert 1-star in the lobby. Not as bad as the Expert 3-star he had. Big jump between Expert 1-star and 3-star, at least in my opinion. Let's look at our hand. Red 5, 9 of the Dora category. Unfortunately, not very connected. And we're gonna push today. That's what I've decided. The goal for today is to just push really hard. Obviously, we're in an East 1 match, and I've been told by a lovely commentator that I fold too much, which is interesting because I was under the assumption that, you know, maybe I'm not folding enough. Is that crazy? Like, I thought maybe I need to fold more, but apparently folding maybe when I don't have to, and I kind of agree with them to an extent. Like, if I have tons of value in my hand, like, I shouldn't fold. I really should. I should push, especially in these shorter matches, because you only get so many chances to capitalize on the value you get. Like, for this hand in particular, like, obviously this 9 door is kind of hard to use. It's an outside weight, but it's gonna have to come together at some point just to give us a chance, you know? Let's get into Riichi. Unfortunately, the hand looking kind of bad outside of that. Let's look at what we have. Obviously, pair of 1s, pair of 5s. 1-4, which is just bad. The 5 comes down. We have 1, 4, 5, 5, 8, 9. Let's discard this 1 now. So if you really look at the shapes in our hand, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're missing a shape. So hopefully this game, at least this hand, goes a little bit longer and we can actually find some tiles that would help us at least a decent amount. The 9 comes, we're going to discard the 1 because I recently figured out that turns out if you have a 1-4, the 1 is kind of redundant, right? Because if you get a 2-3, you can accept it anyway with the 4. And so the 1's kind of just an easy tile to discard. I was thinking for a brief moment about calling because I guess it's not the same thing as pushing, but I feel like I haven't been calling as much as I probably could. And with a hand like this, like, there's tons of value. Obviously 2 red 5s, 9 Dora. The 9 Dora would have to leave because if I would push, probably would be going for all simples, but it's definitely a possibility. Unfortunately, we're just too far away. We obviously have the 5 cards that we wouldn't be able to use. The 9 comes, and now we're very interested. We're emote spamming just a little bit. Discard the white dragon. We'll see if it gets pawned. It deals in. And you know what? I'm not too upset. White dragon, sea wind, prevalent wind. And unfortunately, it's just like the worst case scenario. And I guess that's just what happens. Luckily, we did get rewarded. We are emote spamming. How can I mute this player? I don't even know how to mute people yet. Yeah, I get Rond on a massive hand, basically a Mongon, and suddenly we're not in the best situation, but we have to fight. We have to keep fighting. And we skipped this for sure. And is that really my fault? Like, yes, the white dragon hasn't come out yet. Should I have known that maybe they would have been waiting on it? Yeah, but at the same time, there's so many situations where, like, it gets pawned and it's just fine. You just deal with it. They get a little value. They had their hand open a little bit, but I had no idea. Let me know if you would have played that any differently. If you would have just held the white dragon, or maybe I should have discarded the white dragon earlier. We'll see what Maka thinks as well. I'll write that down. East 1. Ron. Okay, let's see what we have in this hand. We draw the 3. So, you know, as unlikely as it may seem, we do have a 3-4 Senshoku situation. let's look at our shapes. Obviously, we can call things as well with the red dragon. And I think we're just going to do that because we got to lock in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the weakest shape is going to be this 3, 6. Right? If we do pair 9s, then we're just looking for 7, 5, and 2. And these are things we can call. And that's fine by me. Yeah, I mean, we got to start winning hands. Now, the 6s are a little better. We're going to keep the pair 6s now instead of the 9s because we have all simples now. Not all simples. We have the red dragon. My mistake. Doesn't really matter too much, but the 9's a better tile to discard, so fine by me. Yeah, we cheat this with the 3, 4, 5. Discard the 9, and we're just looking for the 7. 4 left, so it's fine, and we can always better our hand, so looking good. And this is the type of play I wanted to. I wanted to push just a little bit. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to keep the pair here. We're just gonna have to stay in this. We have ways to improve the hand. Hopefully the 3 is a safe discard. I'm worried about Kami on the left. Red 5. Seat wind. Probably in tempi. This is a safe discard, but the 7 can come out. The 8's kind of gone. It's not a nice tile to keep, but still a lot of tiles left in the game. Yeah, this is discard. I mean, we gotta push. The thing is, like, there's not much value in this hand, all things considered, right? Like, the thing is that if I'm looking at the book that I read, in order to push, you need 3 things. You need a good weight, your hand needs to be ready, and you need to have value. And right now we only have one of these things. We have a bad weight, and our hand's ready, and we have no value. But it's East game. It's still East 1. We have a long game to play. This is not what we need, actually. The East comes down, and I'm not gonna discard here, actually, because I think it's totally probable that they are waiting for East Wind in their hair. I mean, they're naked waiting with one tile in their hand. It's completely probable they just stuck an East Wind in their hand. It's a tile they would keep, because it's Prevalent Wind, and then it's just easy Seat Wind, Prevalent Wind, half flush, and suddenly I'm just out of this game. So I just can't risk that. And I don't know if that's the better decision, but I mean, if I'm like, I understand East is like an easy tile to fold, but the 8's safe. It's just like not the risk I'm willing to take. And at this point, like, if we can pawn a 6, then suddenly we're looking for the same East that they were. And it's not the worst case scenario. White Dragon is safe. Yeah, it's tough. The 6 should be safe as well. It gets round. Let's see if there. So actually, the 3 Easts were in that hand, so we were okay to keep pushing. I wonder what they are waiting on. Maybe it was another green tile. Who knows? Luckily for us, 3rd place gets a little bit closer to us, which we always like to see. I mean, ideally we don't get 4th, because 4th just really hurts. And we can keep pushing a little bit, but again, it's East 1 still, so while it is an East game, it's still a lot of game to play. One of the other things I wanted to work on is knowing what to discard beforehand. And my excuse is that I'm talking too much. You know, I'm commentating, so, you know, my mental load is already pretty capped. But I understand, like, it's part of the game. Like, I gotta lock in a little bit, and it's a reason my timer is so abysmal every game, and I'm just discarding stuff when I really shouldn't. So if we look at our hand, we have 2 shapes, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7. The 4 is kind of floating. Pair of 9s, 5, 7, white, red. So we're still looking for a few shapes. But when I do get in a normal hand with shapes, I gotta know what I'm discarding. I gotta be ready. I think the problem more so is that sometimes when the hand gets really complex and I need to recognize like weak shapes and whatnot, it just stun locks me a little bit, you know, because I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready to make this massive decision. And in real life, it's okay. Like, I just take a moment and everyone's chill. But in this game with a 5-second countdown, like, I do need to be ready for that situation to arise. I agree. The 3 comes, so we can discard the 1. So we have some bit more shapes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we're really just looking for pair, to be honest. And pairs can come from a lot of places. So we're kind of fast. We do have 1 Dora of value. We'd love to enter Riichi, and we just have a chance for an Oradora. And that's a pretty efficient hand. Now we don't have any pairs. So the thing is that this 9 triple can easily become a pair. Which is nice. If I draw either the 2 or the 5 in either of these suits, you discard the 9 here, and you're in a perfect situation. So that's exactly what happens. We're going to discard this 9. It's a Riichi, 1 Dora, and a good solid weight with the 2 or the 5. And our tiles did come together, but I think I played this hand well. And we just got to lock in a little bit. We got to increase our lead. And if we get lucky with the Orador, the Sumo comes, and suddenly we're extremely happy. I don't know if this is a Patsu or not. I don't actually know how it works. It is a Patsu, fully concealed at Pinfu, and we hit the Orador. Suddenly, it's a Hanemon, and this is what I'm talking about. If you get lucky with the Orador, the Apatsu with the Sumo is everything we need, and suddenly we're in second place, and we're set up really well to win this game. So I'm happy I didn't give up. My mental, still perfectly fine. Yeah, you should be scared. Let's look at this hand. We have 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Pair 2s, 3, 4. So we're basically done already. We need 1 more shape. It's exactly what I want to hear. Let's discard the 9. We'd love to accept another East or West Wind. Although I don't know if we would actually open up our hand for that. Because we're so close already. The 7 is a decent draw. I mean, I'm just going to keep holding these tiles because on the off chance that we just keep drawing reds, there is a chance for a flush, which is not the hardest hand to go for. The Dora comes, and I think I'd rather hold it over the West Wind because if I'm really thinking about it, if I draw the West Wind, I don't think I'm opening up my hand anyway to call. And I'd rather just be able to accept, yeah, the 7 here is great. And I think I'm going to discard the 2 here. Right? Let's just maintain our shapes. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. The 7 is a little floating. Pair 2s, and then 3, 4, 7, 9. We'd love to just see the 8 come out. 1's already gone, 1's in the dead wall, so it's a low chance. But, I mean, you got to keep that option open. And here comes the North Wind's call. It is their seat wind, so I'm learning from past mistakes. Maybe they're close. 1 away, I'm guessing. The 9 comes, and suddenly this is my dream come true. We're going to keep 2 of the 9s. And we're still looking for a shape. So obviously if the 2 comes, we're really happy. If another 9 comes, fantastic. I think now we can get rid of the 7 here. Let's just look. We have... Oh, the 7 comes. And you know what? I said it myself. They might be ready. But it's a 1-1 hand. Not worried about dealing into it. And I was pushing. It's unfortunate we can't get this hand together with the 2 Dora 9s. But you gotta take what you can get. This guy's emote spamming. It's kind of funny. I actually have not come across an emote spammer to this degree yet in this game. And I was kind of wondering, like, is it an urban legend? Like, I hear the screams of the people who complain about emote spamming. And I'm always like, what's the big deal? Like, everyone's pretty nice, at least in Silver Room. Like, I thought it would be worse at the lower ranks, but I guess not. Discard the Green Dragon. This is the first one. Am I that annoyed about it? Maybe. Maybe you're getting more annoyed about it than me. I'm not really paying attention because, to be honest, all of my brain power is working towards 2 things. That's commentating and playing the game. Hopefully winning this game. We're still pretty close. Okay, both 1s are gone. Let's look at our hand. We have, obviously, drawing the 2 would be amazing. We get a pure double sequence. So this is 2 shapes. We can't call that, unfortunately. Because it is close hand only, the pure double sequence. It's not a Yaku. I learned the hard way, like 10 or so videos back. So this is 2 shapes. This is 3 shapes. This is 4 shapes. This is 5 shapes. So we have all the shapes. The 9 is redundant, but I'm going to discard the 4 in the off chance that we draw, because we're going to need the 7 anyway to accept the 6-8 pair. And then if we get the 7, we're literally just looking for 5-6 for a pure straight. And that's something that's pretty easy to make. Let's discard the 9 here. This improves this shape a little bit. And obviously the 1-2 is the worst shape, but it is our Dora, so we have to keep it. I'm contractually obligated to keep the Dora, unfortunately. The 9 returns from vacation, and it's going to be discarded right away again. Hopefully, so this 5 comes as the wrong 5. We're going to discard it. 5 is a strong tile. Maybe, okay, there is an argument for maybe discarding the 9 to keep the 5, right? And if we play this a little better, we could have had a 4-5 situation, which would have had our hand really good. But at this point, like, I'm okay hedging for the straight. Even though we're 3 tiles away, it could happen. Eastern comes and goes. And unfortunately, unlike some of our other better hands, it's not really coming to us. I mean, of course, we discard the 4-5, so that's on me. But even if we had the 4-5, we're still a few away. So this is one of those hands where I think we're folding it, but you got to keep the option open a little bit because we do have 1 Dora pure straight chance, I suppose, if you can even call it a chance. The 2 comes, and suddenly it's pretty easy to just make that into the Dora. So I think the 1's going to be, I mean, the pair. Yeah, make the Dora into our pair. Let's discard the 1. And, you know, actually, like, I am very much against 7 pairs, but we do have 4. Like last episode, if you missed it, I went for 7 pairs maybe like 4 or 5 times. When I say go for 7 pairs, I mean I got like 5 pairs and that was it. So it was not really going for it. We love to see the 5 actually. And now unironically we're close. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Yeah, I mean obviously if we get the 2, we got a good situation on our hands. If we draw the 4, no, I mean there's a few ways. The 2 would be the best, I think. And we got to push now because we have 2 Dora red 5, so we just push into the end. If all else fails, we get into Tempai for the exhaustive draw and we don't fall too far behind. The 4 green dragons are given to us and we discard them because we hate them. The 6 comes and suddenly I think the 9's gonna leave. You gotta be a little bit worried at this point. The 6 will get us there. So if we draw the 6, it will get us there. If we draw the 7, it'll get us there. If we draw the 2, it'll get us there. We don't need this. So we got some chances, and now we call things just to get into Tempai without the Yaku. With 4 tiles left, let's see if we can get a little lucky, or the game can end. Unfortunately, just a 1 hand. Are they the dealer? I think they are. Southwest, east, right? Yeah. So I guess we're going to keep playing. No, they're not the dealer. It is all last, and I'm now the dealer. Fantastic. Let's see if we can make a comeback. We don't even need a win that much. We're the dealer. We're 2k behind, so we just need to pick up a win with anything. And with the red 5 in our hand already, it's looking pretty good. So we're going to push really hard this hand. I will consider, and I think I will do this. I think I'm going to discard the 1 here and go for all simples. But we'll see what we're going to do because the 2s obviously is tough. The 4 comes, and I think I'm going to go for all simples here. It's 3, 4. We already have 5, 6, 7. No, I'm not going to call this. The white Dora comes down. Let's discard the 9 here. Discard the 9. This changes things a little bit because if we do get another white dragon draw, suddenly, I don't know if it's the best thing to go for all simples because we're discarding so much value. But at the same time, I just said it myself, we don't need to win with that much. We really don't. We win with one Han and we get there. And I think because of that, I'm going to discard the East Wind. This 5 cements that decision. And now I think it's really easy to see the 5, 6, 7. The 2 comes out. So the 3 can be our pair. And suddenly I think it's all simples now for sure. We have the value. And now we're just hoping for the tiles to come out. We're trying to close, right? We have 2 right here. The 6 comes. This is not one we need. The white dragon's going to leave. The 2 is very helpful now because now we can call the 2, 3, 4 if the other 4 comes out. We have 1, 2, 3. We're still missing a shape, right? But it's close, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing the pair or something. We have some floating tiles here. The 6 is namely the biggest one. Can't cheat out, unfortunately, to maintain our all simples. And we just need to draw some good tiles, to be honest. It is extremely obvious that I'm going for all simples, but I haven't called anything, so maybe no one's picked up on it yet. Emo Spammer again. The 5 comes, and suddenly we're in a really good shape. This is our weakest shape, so we're going to discard the 4 here. It's our weakest shape because we can't accept the 2, or we can't accept the 1. We can only accept the 4. The Riichi comes, and I'm going to chase this because if they win, I'm not winning anyway. And to be honest, I don't care about maintaining 4th place or maintaining 2nd. I'm going to get a win here. And okay, we get Rond, which is what I was worried about. The 9 comes out. Worst case scenario, this is a ton of points, but it's not. So we're going to maintain our 2nd place. And unfortunately, this hand didn't come to fruition. It was looking good. The 4, not calling the 4 early on, I think was the better choice. But we gained back a little bit of a points we lost in the last episode. And I'm happy. I think I played this well. Let's go look at the log. And I'm going to use the log button because they've so kindly added it to the game because they know people love looking at the log. And let's see how I did. I'm guessing B again. A-. Hey, this is pretty good. One of my better ranks, and I think I'm happy with it. So a lot of the hands kind of played itself, I have to admit. The first hand was the only bad one where we dealt in, and I agree. Like, this is just a warm-up game. It really is. The West, it's negligible. The 1, obviously, the 1-4 shape is hard. It wants me to keep these dragons, which I understand. I probably do keep the 1 for too long. I discard the 1 here now. And then, I mean, this is fine. It wants me to discard the Dora. Unfortunately for them, I do think I pair it up at some point. The 9 gets discarded. Suddenly, they're in tempo for White Dragon 4. I mean, maybe I should have known about the White Dragon, but at the same time, they just have Prevalent Wind. And it's just like, so many times I just call Prevalent Wind with like nothing. They call it Prevalent Wind. It's like the 8th discard and they're in tempi, so it's fine. The West is a fine discard. And then, yeah, I discard out here. Now, it wants me to fold. And I just don't see it, to be honest. I mean, not in an East 1 game. It wants me to just keep the White Dragon for nothing, you know? And, like, yeah, I understand it's a dangerous tile, but it's tough. Discarding the 3 here, I would never do, by the way. Maybe the 1. Maybe the 1. So this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. Especially accepting the 9. I would discard the pair for sure. But at the same time, it's nuanced, right? Like 21% for White Dragon. So I guess I shouldn't be too hard on myself. Let's look at, you know, since it's a little shorter video with the East game, I feel like I can go look at some of my better hands. We get the Hanuman, and does this hand play itself? Kinda. I mean, this is mixed. This is kind of bad, but that's okay. The 1 here is a good discard. Yeah, the hand plays itself. That's fine. S- on this hand. This is just the... Yeah, I deal into this hand, so I guess it's not too bad of myself to deal in. The 9 discard's okay. I discard these. The 2 is the correct discard, which I like to see. because that was an iffy one. The 7 is the correct discard here. I discard the 7 eventually. Now, I understand, I think. Because if you have 9-9, right? For me, it's like this is obviously my pair, right? And if you're looking, this can triple up, but this can't. So discarding the 7 here, it's not the correct discard here. It's this one, because this 7 becomes completely redundant in the hand once you pick up this pair. So I see it. And then I discard the 7 here. It's the correct discard. Unfortunately, if I discard it a turn before, I would have been safe. So that's on me. They just get into Tempai now. But so be it. I mean, it's a one-hand hand. And then this deal in, I think we're playing okay. The 9 comes out. It wants us to discard the white dragon here. I eventually discard it after I hedge a little bit, but I understand. Then I discard some easy tiles. I never actually call anything, so... But I think it agrees with me to go for all simples. This is nuanced, but it wants me to discard the 2. This is interesting, right? Because for me at least, I think, okay, the 4-5 is such a good shape already. Why would I weaken the 2-3-3 here? And I guess probably because technically I can still accept the 4, right? With the 3-4-5, and then I have a good shape here. But for me, I'm hedging a little bit. I can keep this 5-6-7 shape and go right into Tempai if I draw the 4. So I suppose that's the reason. I mean, it's still 30% here, so it's not the worst. And then this is on me. I deal in. It wants me to discard the 2 here. Probably for the same mysterious reason that I have not realized yet. The 9 is a tricky one. The 9 is a tricky one. It's hard to tell, you know, like not much green has been discarded, so the 9 is probably heavily contested. So maybe that should have been the tell. That's okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Glad you made it through this video. Hopefully I played a little bit better. I think I was a little bit more locked in. Taking the 2nd place was nice. And we're going to keep it running. Hopefully we can get rid of our 3rd places in the timeline a little bit. 2nd place is by far the most dominant place you've got. And let's turn that into 1st, shall we? Anyway, I'll upload tomorrow. Hope to see you then. And I'll see you tomorrow.